Watch the Showmax Original Spinners, Africa's first ever selection and can series, coming November 8th. Sign up to Showmax. Sign up to Showmax. Sign up to Showmax.
What is up, Peach Nation? Hope you guys are doing well. We are back again for another New York session. We've got Jevin joining me again, and then we've got a little special guest today. We have got the magical, elusive voice of Chris in the house. You might not see his face, guys, but as we always say, he is always there. If the market is there, Chris is always near.
Chad, good morning. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Hope you're doing good.
Doesn't it go louder? Oh, it's on, it's on. Yeah, I can. He doesn't get to hear it. Yeah, okay, sorry guys. It's just a bit different now. I think Chris is getting used to being on the other side of things. But that is all good, guys. We're gonna give it a few seconds just until everyone is here, get a little bit of time to get everyone on, and then I think we'll start diving right into it. I hope everyone's had a bit of a safe and good trading day so far. Been relatively quiet, nothing too crazy just of yet, but I think we're gonna have some nice news. There's been quite a bit of fundamentals and news releases regarding the dollar, so 100% can see some big moves coming in, but we'll start talking about that very soon. Thurlow, nice to see you, my man. Manuel, Jex, Leon, Brad, Shawnee, P1, always good to see the boys back. David Keeks, I tried searching for Vault Funder on Google, Facebook and Instagram and can't find anything anywhere except for the link below on this video. I'm not exactly too sure. Maybe Chris can answer a bit more on that. I do know we are still in the soft launch phase, so I don't know if that would have something to do with it. But Chris, I don't know if you can maybe give a bit more of a heads up on that.
Yeah, guys, so that's all to do with the search engine optimization. So as soon as we do the official launch at the end of the month, then you will find it, because it's to do with the URLs. And so yeah, end of the month, that should be fine. We're currently busy with the SEOs, so you'll start seeing it very soon.
Perfect, guys. But otherwise, like we said, the link is in the description, and if you are not in our Discord group, you guys will be able to find it there as well. So just going to give it a little bit more, guys, and then we will start jumping into analysis. Okay, nearly time, guys, nearly time. Good afternoon, Keenan, Peter, lucky to have you guys here. For those that don't know, we had a little bit of a hiccup this morning, let's say that, but we've definitely already made it up earlier, got a nice scalp in on gold, so we are ready to go for round 2 this afternoon. Is there any way you can turn your mic up, Keegan? I can hear Chris so much better. What we'll do is just let me know how that sounds, my man. We'll just move the mic right up nice and close, get nice and personal here today, so let me know if that's already better. Thanks for that, Chris. I was trying to find out what their daily and overall drawdown is, as I'm looking for a prop firm to get into. The daily drawdown is 5% and an overall drawdown of 10%, if I'm correct. Sounds better. Awesome, guys, awesome. So yeah, it's already nearly 10 past, so I think we can start getting into things a little bit quickly. So guys, starting off with gold, I am bullish on the day, as I've mentioned to you guys. If anything, you can see we basically came right back down. We retested this daily key level over here, so nice wick rejection off of this point, and when we start breaking it down, you can see we are starting to form a little bit of support. So we're back above the weekly pivot, we formed a little bit of support over here, retesting that, continuing up, and nearly back above our other previous daily key level. So once you're back above this will also be very good. So for me, these were a bit of our areas this morning. I was talking about liquidity, so this is actually where we got swept out this morning, and that was purely because when I mentioned to you guys, we have these zones here. If we kept bouncing off, there was all the liquidity was going to lay underneath. There was a break, we had all that liquidity, volume, picked it up and just tanked to the bottom, where now we're coming back. So 100%, either once we are back above this daily key level, I'll start looking to find some support. Otherwise, until we get back above here, when we start getting back into this range, the Asia lows, I'll look to find support and continue up. So for those that don't know, guys, the news was released this morning, well, not this morning, actually a while ago, that the US Marines are deploying in Israel. So the minute they land and we get the next news update, I can sure as hell guarantee you gold is going to take off. So this little bit of a dip, as we always like to say, could have just been a correction. And as I mentioned to you guys, I 100% see this being the week we get 2,000 again. So depending on what happens with this news, once we can get back into this, as I always say to you guys, when you got these two zones, you can see I've drawn them out here for you quickly. You got these two, let's just say, liquidity pools. Once you've invalidated the one, so not only we took this one out, we took out a nice low point as well. Got to retest another support area, and if we can turn around, we've got a lot of momentum we can carry forward to go break this area and continue upwards. So in the longer term, this is definitely looking nice and bullish. But if we do start turning around and we get a closure below here, so if we do start turning around, maybe get there, resist of the weekly pivot and closure below this daily key level, we can also see gold starting to sell. But again, it's all about the probabilities. So for me, with the war going on, we always know gold is a safe haven. I do not see gold falling off this time, and with everything that's going on in the world right now. So we are bullish now. We're just going to see how things play out. Going to be nice and patient with this one, and I'm sure we can get a nice winner today, guys. Going over to US30 and Nas, this is where it gets interesting. I'm still very bearish on these markets, guys. So as I've mentioned to you, I'm bearish on US30 and Nas. For those again that don't mention, I'm sure the first thing that guys that know me, you're going to see this and go, why does Keegan have a trend line on his market? And that is purely when I started really going higher time frames. This is a trick from the Wall Street Academy. So we don't use the time frames or trend lines to basically trade off of. But when you are investing and things like that on really long-term high time scales, you can see a pattern starts to form. So that is why the trend line comes in. And when you're looking on these super high time frame patterns, you can really see this trend line gets respected. If we go to the 15 year, you guys can see how it almost was actually tested quite a few times and respected perfectly. So I think Nas was the better one, but you guys will see what I'm talking about. So once we did have eventually the break below, you can see how it broke below, retested it almost perfectly, and coming back down. So this time where things are different yesterday, we never had the EQ in that tested, and that's what we went for. But now we are trading above the daily EQ and the daily pivot. We can hit resistance and 100% turn around again. So I am definitely still bearish on US30 and Nas. When we go over to Nas, this is where you guys will see nicely what I'm talking about. Same thing, guys. When you go to the daily, yes, we had a nice push yesterday, but you can see the big thing that was for me was off these key areas. It looks a lot more complicated than like I normally have my markets. We got a block, another block, blocks. It looks like a little grid over here at the moment. But when you really start simplifying it, it gets very nice to understand. So all we're doing, guys, as I always say to you, is we're trading zones to zones to zones. Okay? But again, we need key things. We need key closures. So for me, yes, we closed above here, but we closed below this point. So yes, we can trade here, we can trade above, until we either get a really strong push back above, or even a bit the daily closure above this point. So once we can close above this weekly key level, I'll start looking at gold. And at the same time, if we have this big bullish closure, we are also going to be back above that trend line again. But until then, I just see this is all a bit of a range, looking for those stopping out, everyone, the stop hunt, grabbing that liquidity, and we'll turn around. We always like to say accumulation, distribution. So 100% can go back down for these weekly lows, and even further, as I always said to you guys, I'd like to see this 1400 area be tested again. So until we start breaking above, I'm there. But again, when we start dropping down to the lower time frames, especially the 15, this is where you guys are going to see how nicely this trend line was actually respected off these super high time frames. You can see almost every time it was tested, there was a reaction, big reaction, back above, found support exactly on it, back above. So on these super high time frames, and we are also, again, that's the thing, the trend line is also working in key with these. So not only is our trend line just a line here, we also know there's a lot of volume in this area because we've got monthly key levels here. So there's a lot of volume and support that's going to come in at these areas, guys. So that's what we're going to keep an eye out for. But again, difference, now I always say to you guys, for me, US30 and Nas work hand in hand. So I always say you can almost catch a very similar move on both of them. One's going to try and lie to you, and you got to figure out which one's lying. Now, go US30, as I mentioned to you, we're trading above the daily EQ and the pivot, but we're going to hit resistance. Nas, what's that showing us? Because US30, we're expecting that push up and the big sell-off. Nas is above everything, but daily pivot and daily EQ have not been tested yet. And this is what we mentioned yesterday. We wanted the sell-off yesterday, but I said to you guys, the thing that worried me was the daily EQ and daily pivot had not been tested yet. What happened? We had the sell-off, tested the weekly key level, and went all the way back up to get that daily EQ. So today, same thing. We know we want to sell, and what is right there? That daily EQ. So I wouldn't be surprised, guys, when we can start breaking below the weekly key level, either holding Asia highs, start finding that resistance, and start using that. We can definitely come down for the daily pivot and the daily EQ. And again, possibly even go all the way down again, but we'll just monitor the trade and how that will run. But again, bearish on Nas, bearish on US30, and I'm bullish on gold. So that is the rapid fire from my side for you guys today. Chris, Jevin, anything you guys want to add?
So from my side, I'm with you on that, Geeks. If you can maybe just show my screen on there.
Just
so
give me a
on
second. You'll be live now, my brother.
All good.
Okay, and you are live.
So remember yesterday we looked at the zone where we discussed that we want to see this taken out. And as you can, well, from my perspective, this is more liquidity that formed over here. And then this morning, price dropped all the way down, came to the S1, to the S2. We tapped into this demand zone, which caused this break of structure towards the upside. And as you guys can see, we rejected that. Now, I always see wicks resembling gaps on smaller time frames. So there's a massive wick here on the 15-minute chart. If I go on the 3-minute, most likely I will find a unmitigated demand zone as well as a fair value gap. And as you can see, that's the demand over here, which is untouched, and also lift the fair value gap. Now it already touched the daily pivot, so when price comes back towards this point, I will then look to go long on it as well. Then the second pair I'm also looking at is Euro USD. And on Euro USD, remember yesterday I was looking for some sales on that, and I got stopped out 10 pips. But I remember I also told you guys I was going against my bias, and today things are actually looking very good on Euro USD. Unmitigated demand zone S1 is right there. This is the zone which caused that break out of that zone. So if price comes all the way back down, and also we have an institutional level which is 1.0600. So once price gets there, I'm gonna look to go long on it. And then same thing on the dollar index. Price almost at my supply zone. So with that said, on the dollar index, I am bearish on that. I'm still waiting for USD yen to come to my supply zone. I've been waiting for it for the past, well, since Friday, I've been waiting for it to hit the zone over here. So bearish on that. And same thing, we kind of have a similar thing over here where we have the pivots, but the pivot isn't exactly on my zone, but it is above it. So even if price can tap it and I can have some sort of pattern over there to then get into the trade, and I will go short on USD yen. That's pretty much it from my side.
Chris, anything you want to add?
Yeah, so I'm only looking at pound yen currently. So pound yen, I don't know if you can go there to your chart as well on pound yen. You'll see that the 5-minute on the accumulation distribution is still trading. It's actually diverging this entire session. So what I'm monitoring is the daily pivot level, which is at 182.95. And then just above that, we've got that institutional level at 183. So if we can break this bearish market structure to the downside, because currently we're printing lower lows, lower highs. And as soon as we get a structure break back above 183, obviously after the shuffle, so Q4, I'll be looking at executing longs. And my level that I'll be monitoring is 183. And also we've got our weekly R1 at 183.05. So we have extended already past that. So either that's going to be a major rejection and we actually created the high of the week this morning, or we are going to go and retest that weekly high. But that's the only setup that I'm looking at. Euro USD accumulation distribution is starting to flatline, so nothing there for me. GBP USD as well, still relatively bullish on the accumulation distribution, even though the AD is trading below the 200. I would say if we can hold this 122.00 and we can get back above the daily pivot at 122.16, maybe some buys. And then obviously UJ, that 150 level, I don't know. I think last week I told the guys I'm expecting, weirdly enough, if we're going to break through there, I don't think it's going to reverse. I think a lot of guys is going to try and sell the 150 level. I think it's going to be a major capitulation move where it's literally going to run. So once it breaks through 150, just be very careful shorting that area. I've seen it so many times. A major level like that that's been talked about and as holding as resistance, even though we haven't fully tested it. Just be very careful because you can get your stops blasted if you're going to try and sell that. So yeah, that's all for me.
I must say, Chris, I actually agree. I've said to the guys as well with UJ, when you really start looking at the higher time frames, Chris and I have mentioned a few times in the morning sessions with you guys, these equal highs kind of just underneath that 150 mark start becoming like a magnet for the market. So when you start doing this, you can see those areas there. It almost comes like everyone else, we said, if everyone in the market is looking to sell there, you're probably wrong, because eventually once that breaks through, this is gonna fly. It is gonna take off like a rocket ship. But yeah, moving to the questions there. Hopefully one wanted us to check GU, so hopefully that helped you there. Nas gone on the 5. Let's see there. As you said, we want Nas to start turning around, so definitely doing that, but we want to wait for market to open and then the first 15 minutes. So whether it goes now, we will catch you later, don't you worry. I'll not be trading today. Already took my shot in the morning session. The best of luck to you all today. Thanks, Peter. We'll miss you on the markets with us today. And then also be aware of news at 3:45, guys. Yeah, if I'm correct, I think it is PMR that's coming out. Let's check over here. At 3:45. Yeah, PMR. So it's quite an important one there, guys. So definitely we're gonna have to trade very, very carefully with that one. Gold and the dollar. What can we think for that, guys? I definitely must say, for me personally, I think that is actually going to go strengthen the dollar, and I think that's what's going to give the dollar this pushback. I've always said to you guys the whole time, I am leaning more to the bullish side. This is quite a flip area for the dollar, and at this point in time, we definitely don't look like giving in. The dollar wants to go from strength to strength, and this was that last ground, and it is holding it very, very well. So I definitely don't see the dollar giving that up just of yet. And with how news has been going on with everything in the dollar and in the States, I must say I think PMI is going to come out in strength for the dollar. But funny enough, again with gold, a lot of guys will start doing that. If we say things like US30 Nas, we want in the sell off, technically that all lines up. But funny enough with gold, I think you won't actually see a drop. I think you might see literally almost a bottom wick and a shoot to the top side. That's just me personally. A lot of guys, obviously, if we say dollar strengthen, gold sells, but I don't think how gold is going, it would be really, really hard to see that sell off on gold. Guys, how do you work out lot sizes for ZAR accounts? So Dylan, I use a lot size calculator. Let me tell you exactly what it is called. FX calculators, and in there you can go position size and you can choose the account type, meaning USD, ZAR, Euro, Pound. So you will just select ZAR, then select what currency it is that you'll be trading, how much you want to risk, and so forth. So I use FX calculator to work it out, because I want to do this Vault Funder, but I've only traded USD accounts. Open an account with Vault and a 0.01 lot on USD. It looks so much different in ZAR. No, 100% bro. Just use that calculator and you'll be sorted. Now, funny enough, I think it was GJ, Chris, you said you were looking at. Yeah, I remember I drew the annotations here. So on my side, as you guys can see, daily equilibrium is literally on this 182. So where we are starting to form that support. So definitely an area we can get that support to slowly start forming. I think for me, the safer option will also be once you really get above even the daily pivot, start forming more support there, you can 100% look to go long on that position. Okay guys, 6 more minutes till market open. And I think again guys, this whole 15-minute shuffle is going to play into our favor. As we always mention to you guys, now the fact that we have that news coming out, I don't think I'm going to enter purely just before that news, because literally you got that 15-minute shuffle and then a massive news release with PMI. So I'm going to wait for after news and I will trade from then onwards. Nas was short business before 9:30. Let's see. Yeah, definitely something you could have looked at. Okay, but we've got our alerts in place. We are going to monitor.
Just one thing to mention to the guys, especially before a news release, if price is pushing into one direction from London all the way, so just be very careful, because New York can actually be the reversal for the day. So especially if that news comes out less than expected, or there's any upside surprises there, you could literally see the dollar die off. So that's why I'm saying just be very careful. Dollar has been one way the entire session. I'm not saying it's going to reverse, but just mentally I've seen it that if price is pushing one way from London open without any pullback going into NYSE session, it is very likely that you can see price trade into the opposite end of the range. Because remember, London usually creates a high, you get some type of pullback in that dead zone, and then usually NYSE continues in the direction, but dollar has literally been one way. There hasn't been any type of major pullback before NYSE, so that's just my 2 cents there.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with you, Chris. I think we've said it a few times, building up to NFP and CPI. When you see the market going one way, again, we always talk about that probability. The market needs to have a little bit of a pullback. It can continue bullish, for example, as Chris is saying. Doesn't mean the dollar is going to flip bearish, but when you're having this one-way momentum, this can be that quick pullback, retest an area, and then continue up again. So definitely is something to watch out for as well. But as we say, I think we've always said it, that's why we don't pre-trade news events. We wait and react afterwards. Alright guys, and I see we have 117 concurrent viewers and only 30 likes, guys. Please drop the video a like. It really helps us. We don't ask for much, we don't ask for money. All we ask is for some likes, guys. So please, if you can, just drop a like, subscribe, join the Discord family, and just become part of our trading community so we can all grow together. Yo,
3 minutes.
I think later on it's going to be your turn to say the magic words.
Bro, I don't know. I don't know if it's something with your voice tone, but I think when I tried to trigger the algo, maybe I said it once too many times, because beforehand I said algorithm audience, and then I did 3 more after that, so I maybe glitched it out a bit. So this time I'm just gonna say the words 3 times and we'll see what it does.
Yeah,
but it hasn't had the effect that
acapella with Jevin.
No, I think we'll lose viewers. No, I'm kidding.
While we have you saying the magic words, we'll have Jay Rizzle beatboxing there for us in the background. One minute, guys, till market open. As you say, we're gonna wait for that first 15-minute shuffle. And funny enough, guys, honestly, this was something I never used to do. Funny enough, when I traded New York, I was already in with the JSE open at like 2:30. Because even, yeah, when you, on my side of things, when I open my session, you'll see the crossover for me starts at 2 o'clock on my sessions. So literally, 2:30 was always like my magic number. If I was trading gold or US30, that's when I was in there. And only then after like meeting Chris and when we started getting into everything, I was like, okay, hold on, like maybe this 15-minute shuffle thing actually works. Because funny enough, a lot of the time it's that quick initial push, as we always say, like stopping out everyone. So it's almost the opposite direction before the big spike in the correct direction. Pascal, what chart is this? This is gold, my brother. The anchors are at the bottom for you. Neil, what is up, my brother? Glad to see you here. Sean, good afternoon. We're already with the energy drink. We've got the energy levels up. We are definitely not going to miss anything. And market is open, guys. Nas and US30 seem to be pushing up. Dollar not doing anything. Gold continuing a little bit of a bearish push. Keegs, what times are you going to trade when day saving starts month end? We are going to be moving up. So if we're actually talking about today, I think the day saving starts on the 5th. So we'll then start trading 2 to 4. So where now it's 3 to 4:30, we'll actually get 2 to 4. So we'll actually, and again, if we are trading, we can push that hoppers 4 every now and again. But yeah, we'll actually get a nice 2 hours in then of the New York session. So 2 to 4 will be the time in the coming weeks. But all the thumbnails and posters and everything, we'll have the updated times for you guys. US30 and Nas having a little bit of a bullish push. But funny enough, I don't think we're going to see anything too hectic to what we normally used to, just purely because there is news coming out in the next 15 minutes. Nothing too exciting. Oh, there we go. US30 taking off like a rocket ship there, guys. US30 has come to play. This is what we want to see. This is what we want to see, guys. And there, alert's gone, testing the R1. So can we start turning around? I think it is going to be very likely that we will start turning around here, guys. That's just me, but we will see. Nas going down still. I think Nas is lagging behind at that point. I think Nas is still going to spike up. Can be a US. Remember, guys, I said Nas, funny enough, the daily EQ and pivot is below. So that's what we want to target already. That's where the market wants to go to. So we know we want to go down already, where US30 is quite far away, but it has tested it already. So it kind of can go away, get a bit of liquidity, and come back down again. So that's just what we're going to keep an eye on. Nas just basically holding the Asia highs and the weekly key level. The dollar index slowly starting to melt off. So I would actually see Nas also even have a bit of a push up before continuing down. But that is why we are waiting these first 15 minutes, guys. If you guys can't rest yourselves and you want to be ballsy and go for it, be my guest, but we are waiting 15 minutes.
Just to share my perspective there on US30 and Nasdaq. Keys, can you see my screen?
Just hold on. You are live, my brother.
So I was looking at Nasdaq first, and I noticed that there was this liquidity buildup, and then we have this unmitigated zone over here. So seeing that we want to see it first push up and then drop, I think that supply zone at 14,860 could be the reaction we could see price then form that reversal. And then the same thing on US30 at the R2 using that wick zone, and that was a push all the way to the downside. And the reason why I'm not using this zone right over here is because it already has been mitigated on the smaller time frames, and there's nothing that lines up with it currently on the 15-minute. The next zone, or the next pivot basically, is at that unmitigated zone. So also staying out of it now, waiting for price to come to us.
Perfect. Looks like we're all sitting patiently, guys. We are waiting for this. I'm glad to see no one is jumping in just of yet.
Keegan, just keep an eye on gold. Gold is heading towards my zone. So I actually put my fib on there. I'm gonna enter at the 0.705. So once it hits that zone, it's kind of deep, less than the 50% of the unmitigated block on gold. Yes.
Just hold on. I'm gonna put your screen back on, and you can run that through with the guys what you're talking about. There you go. You live.
Okay. So remember, I told you guys now based on this wick. So there's a gap on the smaller time frame. So then I basically just put my fib on there, and then my 705, which is this zone over here. Purely going to react from that if price comes there, but I'm literally going to wait for a 1 minute confirmation candle, not just going to wait for a tap in on here, because they could easily also fill that gap all the way to the downside, and that could then lead to a stop out. So even if they go through it but then hold it, then maybe could have a confirmation. But like we said, no need to rush into anything. We also have to keep an eye on the news.
Yeah, 100%. 100%, my brother. Yeah, it's just when we look at it, at the end of the day, guys, me and Jev have two completely different ways of trading. But when you look here, this is Jev's area he is waiting for. Yeah, that's it there. So that's what he is wanting to retest. And again, where's my daily key level? Little bit underneath. So very, very similar areas of what we're looking to trade and where we're trying to enter. No, waiting for news also, lol. Yeah, Sean, that is definitely the smarter decision. As you guys can also see on gold, as I mentioned, the 1 hour we started forming the support area, which gold already is starting to hold. So if this can really keep it up, I think it is less likely to see us get the retest a bit lower down. But we do have the support we started forming as the bullish chain started to form. Nas up business still. Let's go have a look. Yeah, so as I mentioned, where you were mentioning that Nas was going down, it is now starting to form bullish. US30 is still going nice and strong. Red news 10 minutes, guys. I think it's a little bit less now, like 8 minutes, 6 minutes. But we will be patiently waiting for that news to come out. Dollar is trying to turn around, but also very, very slowly. Nothing to write home about just yet. Okay, guys, nearly time. And then we can see what happens. Definitely, I think news is going to bring some trades out for us to play. I know you guys can't see, but you must see Chris is sitting there like a little tick addict. I can see he just wants to press some buttons. He wants to go full margin and take a massive trade today.
It's the first time since June that I've been trading a live account again with live funds. So I'm not gonna lie, I was eager to feel that emotion again, because trading funded accounts is one thing. There's no real emotional attachment, but once you put in your own hard-earned funds, completely different game. Completely different.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with that. End of the day, I always say to guys, like, funded when the account is live, I mean, it's still, that is an asset now, it's money. But for example, if I lose $1,000, $2,000, I'm like, oh well, I'll make it back. But you go lose $2,000 of your own money in one day, that's 40k. You're gonna feel that 40k, because that is your 40k you just lost. The other guy using triple M indicator. Jev, are you using that? I don't even know what that is.
Yes, it is. It's actually an indicator by Mentorship.
Okay. Which time frame display on US30? 15 minutes. I only trade on the 15. Chris trades on the 5 minute, and Jevin trades on the 1 minute, the 3 minute, the 5 minute, the 15 minute. So you just gotta figure out which one he's on that day, which one he's feeling more lucky with.
Yes, I think it's a good time now for you also to go the watermark route.
You know, the only problem is, for me with the watermark, is I already, like I say, have my zones. When we look at Nas, it literally looks like an Excel spreadsheet at this point in time. Now you want me to go put another watermark in the background? That's, yo, I always preach having a clean chart, and I'm gonna have writing and lines all over my chart.
But just go, make it light. You can change the opacity on it. Make it like a light black.
Maybe. Mo trades the 1 minute. Mo, don't lie. We all know you trading on the seconds chart. Where do we even add the watermark?
Go to your settings,
Yeah.
and under settings, it should
there,
say,
watermark.
yep.
Okay, there you go, guys. You can see it nicely over there. It's gonna bother me now. I'm trying to read it every time I'm looking at the chart. That's definitely gonna get some used to. Chris, funny enough, I don't think you were on the stream. No, you weren't on stream yesterday with us. One of our viewers helped me. And guys, this is where, honestly, like, you can be in trading and not know these little tips and tricks. But they only taught me yesterday that when you're drawing a trend line, if I hold shift in, it keeps it straight for me.
Wait, what? Show me. I want to see
Did
it.
you see? Even Chris doesn't know. So normally I'd have to draw my trend line and work it out like myself. But if I take the trend line and I press shift, I hold shift in, it's naturally a straight line.
That's one of the reasons we started the trading community, for these little tips and tricks.
See, guys, those are the little wins. Those are the little gems. We make you money and you teach me how to draw a straight line. I think that's a fair deal. Didn't know that, lol. I'm actually amazed. I think a lot of people didn't know that. Alt F4. Oh, whoa. AKF trading. We're not trying to cause danger here, my man. Don't come choose violence here today. If someone still doesn't know what Alt F4 does, oh, it's gonna be a bad day for you. That just changed the game, Peter. Bro, trust me, my mind was blown yesterday. I was like a kid. Sitting here always trying to fight to have my lines perfectly straight. Like commands. No, do no button.
Alright, news in 1 minute 30 seconds.
There we go, guys.
Round 1. Fight.
And if you hold control and drag a trend line, it clones it automatically. Wait, what?
Yeah, that I knew. It's like a copy button. You just select something, press control.
Okay. Shift and left click is the measuring tool. What did you guys do? Did you guys go do a course on like TradingView or something? To be fair, I never used the trading tool. Like, I actually never used to. I think that only started again when Chris was here, and Chris is always measuring pips and things like that. Until then, I never ever use the measuring tool. Man, streaming for y'all. Like. Y'all guys, please. 152 viewers, only 74 likes. Let's get that up to 100, guys. It says it in the tooltip. Alright, guys, I don't look at tips on tools. We are men. We don't read the user manual.
We only give the tip.
Show Chris some love. Yeah, guys, drop some peaches in the chat there. News is out. US30. US30 going down. Nas going down. Gold going down.
Guys, Euro USD is at my zone, so I'm gonna look to go long on it.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna just put your screen on just so you can show them your entry there, Jeff.
So look at right here on the tip.
Okay, there you live.
So I took it right here on the tip where it pinned to, so right where price is trading at now. I got in right there. Stop loss is 15 pips. I see gold's also very close to our zone. But since I'm in EU, I might not take gold.
Well,
So catching falling knives here.
So you in on EU at the moment, eh, Jev?
That's correct. Yes, I've executed.
Okay. Well, may the volume be with you, my brother.
In the chat, drop some peaches for Jevin.
Yeah. Pray for Jev.
Yeah, guys, can we just get a hashtag pray for Jev for catching that falling knives?
Man didn't even hesitate. That thing just tapped him in on a news event and he's going for it. I'm patiently waiting on gold and US30. As I mentioned, guys, US30 had a nice rejection of the R1, so we'll see what happens there. And Nas, basically, I think that's actually the half of the day. Yeah, setting the half of the day and turning around, so that definitely can be our half of the day, and now going for Asia lows and the daily pivot. Gold starting to turn around as well. As I mentioned to you guys, I didn't see gold really having a big sell-off. Just couldn't right now in my eyes. No hesitation, gang. Where are you guys trading from? We are in this little house in Utenake. Be free to pop in whenever you feel like it. No, I'm joking, guys. We are at the Vault Markets PE office. Chris, you seeing anything good there?
No, it's one of those days where the accumulation distribution is only starting to turn bearish now, and we're already trading at the session lows, so might not even take a trade today unless we trade at some higher levels. So GJ, scrapping that idea. We broke down a key level, that 182.80. That was an 8-hour zone. GBP USD almost at the daily R1, so not trying to execute there. Euro USD, weirdly enough, this morning I told you guys 106.50 before we knocked off the stream. I was looking for potential buys there. We are trading at the daily S1, but no confirms for me yet. I've never traded the falling knives, so I'll most likely only start looking at something once we get back above 106.40. Yeah, DXY continuing to make new highs on its way to the weekly pivot levels. So I'll see what we do at the weekly pivot, but honestly nothing that's looking good for me at this stage.
Awesome. As I mentioned to you guys with Chris and DXY there, I did mention with the PMI results that dollar was looking to strengthen, and that is exactly what we got, guys. So on the daily, as I mentioned, this is what we wanted to see. We wanted to see dollar nice bullish candle like this, getting back above this pivot. As long as dollar can close end of the day above the high point of the previous days, I'm already happy with this, and that is just confirmed that bullish momentum is back for the dollar. Keep in mind, guys, this is actually quite a jam-packed week for the dollar with news. I think every single day this week we've got some dollar news coming out, and very red market news. So yeah, definitely going to be a big news week for the dollar.
Chad, yeah, let's run up those likes. You guys know that's our only wage we get for streaming is the likes. So that helps not just us, not our ego. Don't think we're egotistical. We obviously just want to grow the channel. So that's why we ask for the likes. So don't think we're trying to rub our ego with the likes. It's just so we can get this channel out to more traders. And we do appreciate you guys joining here. And yeah, also well done to Keegan and Jevin. So Jevin starting to join Keegs on the stream as well. I think the NYSE streams are en route to be on par with the London stream. So yeah, well done to what you guys are doing during NYSE.
No, I really appreciate it, Chris. Definitely, I think our Peach Nation and the 2Gs community definitely is showing the support and how strong of a community it is. Coming from London to New York, no matter the time, no matter the hour, these guys rock up. So also credits to you guys, you're just as committed as we are to being here and bettering yourself every single day. As I mentioned to you guys, just quickly on Nas, we are starting to have that drop off. If we can start getting a little bit of closure below Asia highs, I will start looking to go short on Nas. Peter, how is Jevin? Jevin, how you doing, bro? You feeling a bit stressed there? You getting a bit sweaty?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good, can't complain. Just waiting for the spirit to go to profit. You know, we gotta be patient.
Where was your entry again, Jev?
At, let me just double check for you. 1.05970. So I'm up about 3 pips, 2 pips.
And your stop loss?
It's at 1.05850. So it's about 12 pips.
Okay. Yeah, that's Jevin's trade, guys. You can see it over there on my charts. Okay. Oh, Jev, if you are monitoring, if you ever go break even or anything like that, just let me know.
Nah, we'll do. Definitely update you guys if I do decide to close it.
Yo, Jev was sweating bullets here. Quickly had to go pray a little bit. Jev, you can calm down, brother. It's looking good there for you.
Man, I had to quickly go call the market makers.
You guys think I joke when I say that? I'm on speed dial.
No, I actually heard him say like a little prayer here around the corner, like Euro USD, please let it go up, please let it go up. Not like this. Not like this on my second day on the NYSE stream. Let it be good.
Okay, US30 going a bit bullish again. Nas still having a bit of bearish momentum. Dollar is still climbing, so it's still very, very positive. I'm looking for the shorts on Nas. Gold also still holding that 1 hour support, but I'm gonna wait for us to break this area over here. We keep finding a bit of resistance on this daily key level. So once we can get back above this area, I'm gonna start looking for those longs. JC, how's it guys? I saw my hat with gold this morning, 6 love. Oof. Did you get smacked for a 6 there, my man? What were you doing? I'm guessing you were trying to long somewhere. Don't worry, I think we also took I apparently hit some nerves this morning when I took a loss on gold. So don't you worry, it happens to the best of us, but we will 100% make it back, guys. Oh, hey guys, love from your favorite Dorito. Good to see you in the chat, my brother. Got clapped hard. Yeah, longed and longed and longed again. Oh, JC. You know what? I think we've all done that before, where we just keep going forward, and it just doesn't go our way. But again, 100% I see that longs coming now. Once we can get above here, break above, we are in for it, my brother. So let's see if we can get that money back.
The only thing with going 3 or 4, even 5 times on the same idea, we talked about it. I did it, I think, 4 weeks ago. Took 4 losses, 4% loss on GU. And what blocks you is your ego, because you cannot accept the fact that you're on the wrong side. And you keep forcing that same trade idea, and unfortunately you have to pay to see the markets end. So yeah, just some advice, JC. I've done the same. Weirdly enough, it's nothing to do with the market or technical analysis. It's our own ego blocking us from not wanting to accept we're wrong.
Yeah, that's it. Takir at Jevin. Only seen nothing but banger setups for that I've been catching. Thanks again. Yeah, by the looks of it, guys, Jevin is stepping his game up here for the New York sessions.
To be honest, I was very egotistical about myself. I didn't listen to Chris, and then I started sticking to only 2 setups, 3 setups, and really it eliminated a lot of the bad trades. Because for instance, I'm profitable, but now because I take so many trades, there's some break even, some stop losses. Eventually that adds up and you don't see the full potential of your profit. So don't rush things, man, guys. Market's gonna be here every day. I've been trading since 2017, and only this year that really stuck with me, that the market's gonna be here tomorrow. There's literally no reason to rush anything.
Okay, let's go. Fan from the Philippines. Awesome. Loving the support. Very bad strategy. Some got clapped like Quentin the Cock smashed the Afghanistan team. I must say I haven't actually seen the last few games, but I do see our boys are killing it. Chad, sell UJ now. Thank me later. Yo, bro.
Nick, I actually moved my office into the toilet, so I'm streaming from the toilet. I don't know if you can, that's why it's a little bit echo. Like, I'm literally in the toilet now.
Yeah, Chad, I must say, yo, bro, studying UJ, you've got some balls on you, my man, but I wish you the very, very best on that one. But I will be giving that one a skip. I basically got 3 confirmations from different sources that gold is going up, and yes, myself believing that it has to go up. Oh no, yeah. JC, I think in the famous words of Chris, the market has to do fuck all. It can stay right there and park the bus if it wants to. It doesn't have to do anything. Man like Jev. Chris has been in the toilet. Nas today, harvest short on US30. Camille, I am wanting to go short on US30 and on Nas. So I think we are still holding that R1. And on Nas, same thing. We are having that little push. We are setting the high of the day, but nothing to confirm a short as of yet.
Yeah, guys, I'm just moderating. I'm just moderating today. We had some complaints. The trades were banging off, so I just have to moderate the profits. Like, just talk down those good trades the guys were taking.
So a quick update, everyone. For those who did enter the EU long with me, once Euro USD crosses 1.06250, so meaning if we're up about 25 pips, gonna move stop to break even.
Okay guys, so you can see there where Jev is monitoring everything. Once we hit those points, it is stops to break even. You guys can see that there. Okay. Oh, exactly. Keep on telling fellow traders that new favorite quote from Chris. Nas is testing patience. Checks 100%, my brother. It really, really is. But we are gonna get it. Don't you worry.
Yeah, and one thing you guys need to realize that even with Jevin now joining the streams, sharing trades live, there's no hiding. We've said it so many times. People take these streams for granted. Like, we're transparent where we enter, we're transparent with the losses, we're transparent with the wins. Very, very few. I don't know of any other South African traders in South Africa, even with trading communities, that even trade with their paying communities. So yeah, so just big up to the guys for stepping up. They, even though they are experienced, they are also still relatively new in trading. 3-4 years for me is still I'm even still new, going on 9 years. It takes a lot of guts and it takes a lot of fortitude to trade live in front of people, even though it's only like 150, some days 250 viewers. It is still, the live streams go up after we're done, and very few are willing to put themselves out there to say, hey, this is the trade I'm taking, this is the loss I'm taking, this is the win. So, and yeah, you guys can like that and commend that, because very few are willing to do it.
Yeah, no, definitely guys, it is something to almost get used to as well. I think it's the same thing when you're at school and like you're writing that exam test and that teacher chooses to stand and watch over your shoulder the whole time. Like, you know, you don't want to write some stupid answer there when she's watching you. Same thing, yeah guys, there's nowhere to hide. The minute we do something, it is out there. You've got that person looking over the shoulder. You've got 250, 300 people sitting there sometimes watching what you are doing. So yeah, even like Chris said, I wouldn't say we're not newbies in the sense I didn't just learn about trading yesterday. I've been in the game a little while, but that pressure is still on you sometimes. I think it was Andrew, yeah, DXY trying to go higher. As mentioned, guys, to me DXY is only going to climb. I mentioned I only see dollar strength coming this week, and that is again why US30 and Nas I see the big crashes coming. But yeah, Nas is turning around nicely, going back for those Asia highs. US30 playing a bit of a catch-up game, seems to be a bit delayed to what Nas is doing. So if anything, if we possibly miss that entry on Nas, we can always look to get in on US30. Gold still playing around that area. I definitely think once we can break this key level, it is going to flush to the upside. So that is all I'm waiting for. I'm not going to take anything here, purely because it is just starting to range, guys. There's a lot of volatility and just range in here. I don't want to get caught in that. So I'm going to wait for that little breakaway back into some open space before I enter anything on gold. Respect, taking patience. Big thanks to you guys for trading live. It is really great to see what you guys are doing, for all those who are willing to learn and to trade. End of the day, guys, that's the thing. We can sit here and preach. Chris can preach till he's blue in the face in the mornings. But if you guys aren't putting the time in, if you aren't sitting there, if you aren't truly listening, as we always say, there's probably a lot of you guys that are sitting there having your breakfast, half watching Netflix, and when you hear we're taking a trade, then you want to pay attention quickly. You're not going to learn anything that way. But the guys that are taking it seriously, they sit in there, they're listening to everything we do, you take it in, the little tips and tricks we drop here and there. Those are the guys that are going to succeed. Nick, you boys are doing well. Very few are as open and transparent, unlike a few signal trading signs I could mention. No, I appreciate it. Lewis, very glad I came across you guys. Didn't know there's a lot more South African trading. There's actually quite a few. I wouldn't say there's that many that are legit and transparent, but there is quite a few of us.
Today could be a character building day. You might not get a trade. Just quickly show the chat that piece of paper that is there in front of you, there in the left, there behind the screen, I think. Just show them news days, what we've written down there. Let them just see.
That's the thing, guys. This is literally, yeah, as Chris is saying, it's in the office with us. So we literally, as experienced as we are, however you want to look at it, we even have this written on a piece of paper to remind ourselves. So if you guys can see that, that is purely because, as we always say to you guys, if you don't lose money, it is still a good day. So don't be stupid. Don't try to force something. If it's not there, don't trade. Walk away and come back tomorrow. So for those, if you couldn't read it, just in case, it says news is used to stop out retail. Do not trade it. We learned the hard way. Just for your information. Okay. Gold finally started to make some moves above that area. Let's see if we can finally get that break above. If not, guys, as we said, we might not get that trade today. Maybe we might still get it. It might come a bit later off stream, but you guys are aware of what we are looking for. So we're just gonna have to keep an eye on that. But 100%, I definitely think we will get something if it's on gold and Nas. But as mentioned, it might just be a bit later. That is all. But as I said, gold is probably on my top chart for the day. I just want this break above here. Once we break, we are good to go. The Indian trader, we're waiting for the same setup. There we go, guys. You have heard it from the man himself, TL. He's also waiting for the same trade. So you know what that means? It means I clearly know what I'm talking about. I'm joking, guys. But yeah, just got to be patient. Wait for the setup. Don't take these half-assed things and get clapped. There's no need for it. AB investing at Chris Markable. You should jump on a call with me later when you're done with work for US30 talks. Want to share some stuff with you. I will let Chris know. He is not at his computer at the moment. When he is back, I will give him the heads up. Nas is up now. Remember guys, we are just still setting the high of the day. So is US30 and DXY, just making a little bit of a pullback, but still bullish. Gold is slowly starting to give us what we're looking for, guys. So I'm patiently waiting here, patiently. See if we can get this close above and we can get in there.
Me too. Sorry, Keeks, I missed it. What do you want to get into?
Gold, but I'm still waiting. Unless you're talking about that we want to get into some beef with some traders.
Yeah, we're off the beef now. We're going to go vegetarian for a bit. I think Sahil has taken over the baton. That man is stirring the pot quite hard, so we're going to give him some room to shine.
Neil, came across you guys today, been trading one year plus, love major events, cannot do wrong on my gold entries. 94% plus TP on gold, rest is about 40%. Hope to change this with you guys. That is awesome, my man. So I just want to clarify there. When you say 94%, are you talking about your win rate, or you're talking that you're 94% up on gold? Just to clarify that. But either way, if you're having a 94% win rate on one pair even, and then you only have a 40% pair win rate on the others, my first question is then why are you trading the others? If you've got a 90% win rate on one pair, just stick to that. If you know you're basically going to always win money, there's no need to trade the other pairs. That is just me personally. I've always said to you guys, if you are making proper money, you can do it on one pair. You don't need to trade other pairs, especially if you've got a win rate like that. I've been profitable, been able to go full time, and I've only probably got a win rate of about 60 something%. I think my best month ever was like 72% or something like that. But yeah, if you have got win rates like that, bro, there's no need. Like, just stop losing on the other, like cancel those losses out, don't trade the pair, and you'll be successful. You have to learn others as well. I mean, if you want to broaden your variety and everything, but again, you don't have to. You can trade one pair and make money. I know a lot of guys that trade money. We've had this talk a few times. I mean, Q Banks only trades one pair, and he's one of the best traders out there. There's no need you have to trade any other pairs. Can't lose a trade with bangers like these. Guys, you must see Mo is turning into a beast. You know you are a monster when you're trading on the 1 second time frame. Yeah, I stopped trading US30 because I'm more profitable on gold. 100%. Like, guys, I don't see why people overcomplicate that. If I'm a better trader on gold, and every time I trade US30, but I'm losing every time I trade US30, why the hell am I still trading US30? Like, just answer yourself that question.
Jay Money also trades one pair, and he's one of the best demo traders out there in South Africa currently. I've never seen a guy trade a demo account like he can trade it.
Sorry guys, if you can, literally, a man's making 5 million a day on one pair, so don't need anything more than that. Like, you must have some heavy ass pockets. You can see how much US30 is paying him, bro, because that man walks and he's just battling to carry it all.
You know, that's the beauty of demo. and a lot of guys don't realize it, that you cannot lose money on demo. And if you start a signals group and you sell courses, like why trade? Why have the risk of money in the market? Trade on a demo, sell the lifestyle, let other people pay you for bad signals, and just market very well. So the tip to it is mute comments. So after 5 or 10 comments, you stop the comments, you delete all the bad ones, you pay somebody to sit there and take out all the bad ones, keep only the good ones, and you demo ball. That is literally the safest. You cannot lose. Sell signals, trade demo. It is literally the winning recipe in South Africa currently.
Chris says it like it's so normal. It's sad actually, because like it's literally like it's become so normalized, and the average person can't even spot that. Yeah, it's frustrating to hear Chris say it like that.
You know, my thing is, I thought Chris said we became vegetarians.
Sahil, just saw your text there. What's up, man? Hope you're doing well.
We're gonna start a signal service, and it's gonna be pay as you trade. So you're gonna buy, let's say it's 20 Rand a signal, so you can buy 20 signals, and that way it's pay as you trade, not pay as you earn with SARS. So it's going to be a revolutionary product, and yeah, I don't know, Keeks, have you told the guys about the pay as you trade yet?
Well, the other option we were talking about is we were going to actually save you money. We were going to do the 50% discount of J Money signals. So you guys only have to pay 350 Rand. And whatever he does, we're going to do the opposite. And if you aren't profitable within 3 months, it's money back guaranteed. And that is how very sure and confident we are that you guys will be profitable. Now, I just have to see, because guys, I'm gonna give this one over to Chris. But where did I see it? What is your opinion on Forex Nasdaq billionaire?
Nasdaq billionaire. I told you guys. I think it was 3 weeks ago. I took the piss out of him because he had these bodyguards, but the bodyguard had a camera hung around his neck. So he must probably told the photographer, just quickly hold this Tommy gun grenade launch. I don't know what the fuck it was that they had. Looks like they were coming out of an old mafia movie. But anyway, and I was sitting the one day here in the office, and that side street just behind Keegan, literally just behind him, out of the side street, I see the guys rolling up with that yellow car. They thought I didn't see them, and I sat there across the street. I can check them looking into the office here, and as soon as I turned around and I looked them in the eye, they drove away. But in terms of transparency, you can tell Forex Nasdaq billionaire he must come to the office, 189 Cape Road, and you can bring those bodyguards with the Tommy guns, and I'll poke the Tommy gun in their nose. But he must show me how he made $2 million with $10 in the account?
$11 million from $2.
So if he honestly, he is actually offending people's intelligence by even showing something like that. At least like J Money, before he started his own broker, he made it almost seem like realistic, like that 5 million or 4 million trade is obviously now not realistic. Same with Raja Banks. He started off realistic and then he just went like full blown. They're actually taking you guys for, I don't want to say the word, but you know what I want to say.
Yeah, no, it gets bad. But you know, for anyone that lives in PE or around PE, please tell me His cars does not look like the man works for Brocadillos. Like every time I see it, I think it's an advert for Brocadillos.
Bro, now that you mention it, that is literally Brocadillos, and the way that the sign is,
font,
it's literally
everything. It is, oh, that man is the funniest thing ever. What do you think about US30 today? Think it's going to break to the upside or hold the range? Think there'll be any more good trade setups for the day? I am still bearish on the day until I can get a daily closure above. So US30, actually the zone is quite high above here. But if we could even get a nice bullish engulfing and a daily closure, I will start turning. Same with Nas, until we can basically close above this key area, even this daily key level. For now, I'd actually start looking for it. Until we can close bullish over here, I'm not looking for any buys. I'm still very bearish on the day and in the week. So until that happens, I am still bearish, so I'll only be looking for sells. That is something I'm being very strict on my trade now, guys. If my bias is long or short, I will only look for that. I'm not going to go try to fade my own bias.
If I can say one thing and try and help the guys, is like, if the market, like even looking at Keegan's screen, gold is in a range. We are already almost an hour into the open. We already had all of that news. Like Tuesday usually creates the high or the low of the week. So save your bullets for tomorrow. I know some of you have like bulging veins in your neck. Like, I want to take a trade, I have to take a trade. You don't have to do anything. You can literally save your bullet for tomorrow morning. Wait for your A+ setups. I've seen it so many times where Monday, Tuesday, I don't get a trade. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you absolutely bang it out of the park. Like, I also want to trade. Keegan wants to trade. Jevin has machine gunned a few trades already today. But there's no need. There's no such thing as you have to trade every day. Mo wants to trade. He's actually the new machine gunner in the office. Like, I've spoken to Jev. He's become somewhat of a sniper now, but Mo's like the new machine gunner. So guys, just sit back. Markets are going to be here tomorrow, Monday, yesterday, Tuesday, today. Still 3 days left worth of trading. We still literally have 6 sessions. So tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, 2 sessions per day. So there's no need to try and force something now that's not in line with your trading plan. If there's something in line with your trading plan, by all means, but other than that, save your bullets. It's no trade is the best trade.
Yeah, but as Chris is saying, guys, I mentioned to you, like, for example, gold is literally in a range now. So it's just messy, and like he said, literally, guys, from 12 o'clock. So literally almost going on 4 hours, we've been in a range. So until we break away, I will literally be staying out. I know exactly what I want, but until I get a breakaway from that range, I'm not looking at it. But also, just adding to Han, stirring the pot over there. Guys, I'm not even joking. I can literally tag the people in and they can, for themselves, show you. So with that Nasdaq billionaire, he's posted 2 photos with these cars and that in front of these massive houses, saying, yo, like, work for your dream, or making the dreams a reality, or something like that, or people never believed me. Both those houses, I know the people that live there. Like, those are not his houses. So this man's literally pulling up there in the afternoon. That's probably where he's always driving around, pulling up in front of these people's houses when they're at work, and then claiming it's his house. So literally, those that don't know, like I said, and I think Han also mentioned, man is making millions but living in a 1-bedroom flat. Definitely makes a lot of sense. But I'm not going to even comment on the fake taxi. You boys, you guys carry on with your own little discussion there in the chat.
And yeah, So weirdly enough, Mo, once we get the stream deck, Mo is gonna also have a camera feed for him, and he's gonna be the guy curating the streams. And we're also gonna start getting Mo involved as well, because obviously Mo is the BE partner here in the office. We had to bring in the BE partner. We're trying now to get the Indian trader as well, because then we've got a colored guy, we've got a black guy, we've got a white guy, and yeah, I think then we only need an Asian guy for the Asian session. But we're trying to get the Indian trader to do Nifty 50 for the Indian trading community, but he's not budging. He's actually coming to see me on the 27th, so we're going to try and work out a deal there with the Indian trader and blow up Nifty 50 in the coming weeks.
Yeah, guys, literally nothing is looking good yet. Here's some of the comments from J Money's broker. Definitely not looking good. So Rocket FX does 100% not have the safest or best conditions. All they're gonna do is take your money and run.
I know Nick is in the chat. Nick, let us know. Nick is the guy that gives us the pound signals. So let us know. It's only £1,000 per month, but he basically has a 110% win rate, and anything less than 110%, he will actually refund you all of your losses. So I'm just going to wait for Nick to let us know what he's doing on pound. We're also going to have Nick on. He's got over 15 years experience as a trader, and I think he can also bring some value. So Nick, chat to me, brother. Let's make that happen. I think we've got one spot left for the year. Rocket X spread wider than a weekend gap on the daily.
Oh, Mr.
Hey.
Carl is in the house. But you see, guys, just keep an eye on US30, because the minute Sahil jumps in, all that Gupta money is going to influx into the markets, and you're going to see this thing just push in one direction.
Listen, but when is Sahil coming down now, so we can start that Nifty 50 stream? Did he say anything yet?
Yeah, Sahil, we've nominated you. You're going to be trading Nifty 50 in the Asia session for us. So be sure to catch Sahil live at 2 in the morning till 6.
Yeah, so guys, another thing, just a tip, if you want to go into mentorship, especially in the Forex space, and this is a very good tip in terms of the tax sense, is you're a part-time trader, full-time pastor, because you then register your church and you run all the funds through the church, so you don't pay any tax on that. So I don't know if you guys knew that churches can't be taxed. Some of you might have seen a few months ago or last year that entire thing with Hillsong. So I see that's like the new thing now, is you become a pastor and a trader. And the nice thing as well is you can get the church community to tithe into your church, and then you can use that in the market as well. So it's technically risk-free money as well. So I definitely, Keegs, I think we have to go into the ministry as well, so we can funnel all that money through a church organization, so it's tax-free.
No, but what do you think we're bringing Han on board for? We've been planning this 100%. Already.
So yeah, guys don't know that, but churches don't get taxed. That is why it's a big thing. I think you guys saw Bashiri and that other guy, he was trading Forex. So yes, I don't know. like, even if you're not 2 days of midnight, yeah, ooh, like churches are business now, bro. It's like it's easy money.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys aren't jumping on that bandwagon yet. So your quick one though, like jokes aside, are you looking to go long on US30 or short? Let's have a little daily wager. I'm getting baptized next week. Are you baptized in the markets? Long and not short. Have you not learned about buying at the highs? Apparently it's a scam. You shouldn't do it.
Jadadonia, I'm on a school run. I'm gonna love and leave you guys. Keeks, well done to you guys. I think you guys are doing well. I'll see you guys on tomorrow's stream. And yeah, please stay out of trouble. I know those veins are bulging now. You guys are red in the face. You want to click that buy and sell button. Keep those bullets for tomorrow. I think tomorrow is going to be quite an easy day, so don't waste your bullets now tonight and come crying tomorrow morning and say, oh Chris, I fucked up, I blew my account. No amount of prayer is going to help your stupidity. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Keeks, Jevin, well done. Jeff, don't look so stressed. Take it easy. Take a deep breath.
All good, Chris. Must have a beautiful evening.
Alright guys, I think we're also going to have a quick bit of a run through before we call it as well. But yeah, so I am wanting to sell, my brother. So I am wanting to sell. I'm thinking we are basically just invalidating the highs of the day. So we have now taken out yesterday's previous high. So over there, as you can see, we have taken that previous high out. We have also tested the trend line on the monthly. So I am definitely bearish. So the fact we have taken this out, we've now basically stopped out everyone there. We can now start turning around and going there because we never took out the low. So you've got all this liquidity that is still sitting here at the bottom. I always say to guys, especially on the key level, yeah, this, as you guys can see, that's not a retest. That isn't a retest. There's still everything here. If a market's going to go for something, it's going to go for everything. So I want that big turnaround. But like I said, Sahil, you can be right. For me though, I will only be turning bullish when I have a daily closure. If it closes like this today, I'm even happy with that. I can start going bullish. But until I get that, at least a daily closure, I am sticking to a bearish time frame. So that is why I still expect it to come further down, like I mentioned. So yeah, may the best man win. Again, when you start looking on the higher time frames, for me, same thing. We've just can't, on the weekly highs, even a monthly, I can't buy into that. Until I start getting confirmations, I can't buy into that, guys. It's on like Donkey Kong. Sahil, you want to put your R8 on the line for it? Get a little pink slips going, yeah. I'm not in on gold yet, my brother. So yeah, there's no stop loss in TP. I'm not in on gold. I'm waiting for a break above. So because we are in this zone, let me just do that again for you guys. You can see we are in this zone here now. So until we can get a break above and start going higher, I literally will look for even 1980 will probably be my TP, and be a bit of a swing trade. But that is once you only break above here, I'll start looking for entry on a retest. Until then, I am not looking for anything while we're in this little bit of a zone and consolidating. Because as Chris mentioned, Monday, Tuesdays tend to set the low of the week. We are bullish. We've set the low. We've retested key levels. We can continue bullish now. So 100%, I'm just waiting for this zone to break. Once we're back above here, I'm in. But you know, 163 concurrent viewers, guys. 126. You think we could even just get it to 140, guys, quickly before we end off the stream? But as I said, guys, I'm going to be calling it there for the day. Jev, anything you want to add while we are just closing everything off?
From my side, I'm still in on EU, so it's kind of close to my entry. It's about, I would say, about 5 pips away. So I have this rule: if I'm not in profit within 2 hours, and I scratch it. So I would say 5:45. It's either, if it's still at entry point, still in, we're not in profit, then I'm gonna scratch it. But until then, I'm gonna keep on holding, calculated risk. But yeah, that's my cutoff.
Okay, perfect. So you guys have heard it from Jay Rizzle. But yeah, Sayil, it's so nice. You've got to like it twice. But other than that, guys, as I mentioned with gold, I'm waiting for that break above. Even if I get a break below, I might look for a sell again. But I'm more lenient. It's more probable to go up. That is my weekly bias. So once I get a break above, I will be going US30 again. I want the sells. We are back above this area. You can see this zone here. So once we are, yeah, this is, I think, a key area. If we can get closure below, I will be in on those sells. Then Nas is pretty similar. Same thing. We basically setting the highs for the day. We can start closing back down a bit. I will be in on those sells. So we start getting something like this, maybe a nice bearish engulfing, little pullback, I will be in, and then a break below structure. So basically we can get something like this, pullback, break below, and then I'll be in for the shorts. So there you guys have it. That is my plays for the day. Otherwise, we can trade another day, guys. This is going to be a very, very hectic week. We've got a lot of news every single day, red folders. So let's keep it sweet, let's keep it safe, and let's make some money, guys. But from myself, from Jev, I think that is it. I hope you guys have a great, blessed day, and may the markets be with you. Cheers, guys.
Thanks, guys. Have a good evening.